before we move forward. Who's we? Who will be the pre-screening?
So
Where's that process?
I would say it's not a small group of people. It's published for the world to see.
In 5 days, no. Something could be removed between the 5 days
No,
and
ma'am.
30 days.
No, ma'am. We are giving the list to you before it is posted. There's absolutely no provision for it to be removed. And I don't know what look you're giving me. If you're looking at me like you don't believe the words coming out of my mouth.
I want to believe you, Marnie. What happens at the 30 days? If a list is published 30 days prior to acquisition on the district website, and someone from the community says, you know what, I really don't like that Eric Carl book, because that's happened in a nearby district with a similar policy, what happens to that Eric Carl book?
So we would ask them to complete a form similar to the reconsideration form to outline, because we have to understand, did you read the entire material? It's a form that Ms. Garstecki and I kind of worked on together, because it's not the exact same as a reconsideration, because we don't even have the material to read. So we'll ask, have you reviewed it? What are you basing your concern on? And then Jennifer will have to figure out, Ms. Garstecki, the library services coordinator, will have to figure out, we've talked about, are we going to just purchase a single copy for her to review? Because what you have to recognize is that, yes, we trust the librarians, and that's the reason we have the parameters in place, but they're not infallible. None of us are infallible. And only one perfect person, and he got nailed to a cross. So
Marnie, can I add something real quick? Just to
But
add.
they're not, no, I'm going to finish. They're not infallible.
I understand.
This is not saying that they're perfect or that we don't trust them. It's neither thing. It is saying that if there's additional review that we need to do, then we're going to do it.
And that's fine, Marty. That is not in this policy. The process you just described is not clear. It is not clear. It says questions or concerns regarding library materials proposed for acquisition shall be addressed in accordance with administrative regulation. I don't know what that looks like.
Julie, can I just?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that this specific piece, it was discussed when the committee had concerns. And it was actually, remember, one of our committee members who was very outspoken about that he was concerned that if we didn't have a similar process in place before the book was taken off, that it may seem like we're just removing books. And so that process Marnie just talked about was actually as a result of that one committee member that spoke very loudly about it.
Or two or three. I mean, there was.
Yeah, there were, but he's the one who started and spoke very loudly about it.
So can the board see the process? What is the process when questions or concerns regarding library materials proposed for acquisition shall be addressed?
The regulation and the policy are both